When it comes to stories of persistence and passion, well, there's not many that rival our next guest, Bec McConnell. From illness to team breakdowns, it hasn't been an easy journey to the top of the mountain bike ranks, but she's arrived and she means business. Well, Bec, it's great to have you here. You're about to head to Tassie, I believe, for the National Championships next weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It's coming up quickly, and the summer's kind of been and gone. But yeah, really looking forward to heading to Tassie on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 was a bit rubbish for everybody in terms of racing and getting out and about. Is it a bit more nerve-wracking and exciting to get back into the racing after what has been a bit of a strange period for the entire sport?
Yeah, February's actually been quite full of racing for me and for mountain bikers in Oz, which has been really good to get that underway. We haven't raced in Oz since Nationals in March last year, so yeah, that's been really cool. And yeah, it's been super quiet on the racing front everywhere for the last 12 months. So yeah, it's really cool that things are starting to get a bit more normal again.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait to get racing internationally as well. If I look back on the last couple of years of your career, there have been some longer periods without racing, with illness and team dramas. Back in 2018, you actually got Epstein-Barr. It seems like that was a pretty big thing to overcome. I mean, how did you get through that?
Yeah, I think a lot of athletes kind of go through that, just not getting the balance of training and travel and racing and everything perfect or right. And, it can come down pretty hard on you. So, yeah, I guess I got through it with like really good support. My husband Dan and my family, and I just signed with for the first time with my team who I'm with now still. And yeah, it was like a super new environment, but they fully supported me through it. So that was like pretty special. And just to have, I think, belief, other people's belief in you when you don't fully believe in yourself is like pretty amazing and helped me get through that.
Yeah, well, you mentioned your husband Dan and how important that belief that people have in you can really lift you up and get you through those tough times. You guys are kind of like the golden couple of Australian cycling. And I mean, it must be pretty cool to go on this whole adventure with him.
Yeah, it's been an adventure. We've started traveling together like since 2010, I think. So, as you can imagine, our lives have changed a lot in that time. And, we started out just traveling and doing a bit of bike racing. And, you think you're doing it all pretty good. And then, you're just learning so much over all these years. And, like the goals are still the same and the love is still there. But yeah, like we're so lucky to be able to do it together.
Yeah, I feel like there might be a few chapters in that book, Beck. So we'll we'll have to get you to write that one upon retirement. It's interesting because mountain bike, and you will see this up close because Dan is in the men's scene. But it seems from the outside like the women and the men have a fairly equal scene in terms of opportunity to race and also prize money. Would that be fair?
The entire time I've been racing, I've never been really exposed to a lot of this inequality. Prize money is the same. There's only been very few exceptions where I've experienced an event where the prize money wasn't the same. And our racing opportunities, we race at the World Cup on the same day. We get the same amount of TV coverage. So all of that is quite amazing. And yeah, we're really fortunate. I think the only thing, salaries are not exactly on par. But as far as equality in sports and especially cycling, I think we're really lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly loved seeing some of the personalities that have come through the mountain bike world, and even being able to access a lot of the content through Red Bull TV has been really cool. And for me, I've been able to show my 3 and 6 year old daughter, what mountain biking is and kind of how hardcore the chicks are as well. So I think that's really important as well. Beck, I guess after Nationals, your focus will turn a bit toward Tokyo. There must be a little bit will it, won't it happen feeling about that. But also the World Cup season kicks off again pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. I think, yeah, there's every time you meet somebody and they mention the Olympics and everywhere, oh, is it going to happen? Is it not? I think, we've all indications say it will, and I think we just have to plan that it will. But at the same time, Tokyo is not the only thing on the schedule next year. Oh, sorry, it's this year. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the World Cups. We start World Cup racing in May, and yeah, we've got a full season through till September.
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot too, Beck. I feel like we could probably fund your entire European campaign if we got $1 for every time somebody asked about whether Tokyo will happen or not. But it must be tough to plan a season with those variables up in the air. Beck, thank you so much for joining us today. Happy International Women's Day. We've got some pretty incredible women that we're chatting to today, and it's been great to have you here. Good luck next weekend in Tassie for the Nationals, and good luck to Dan as well. And we'll chat to you soon.